Bob, right off the heels of Matthew, we have
Yeah.
another big one forming.
There's been only two other times in the Atlantic Basin that we've had two major hurricanes in the month of October, and I don't think those were back-to-back in terms of the names. So we've got Matthew now and Nicole, both extremely dangerous hurricanes within a week for the most part. And, you know, remember, Nicole was kind of dancing around as Matthew was moving through the Bahamas, and it was a Category 2, and then it got downgraded really to a tropical storm, and now it's back up again. These things can do all sorts of things. That's why we give them names, because they do all different kinds of things. They're not always the same, and this certainly isn't. Nicole now a Category 4, I should say, a warmer weather returning to the Sun Coast after a few days of fall, and then only a few passing showers anticipated. Not a lot of concentrated heavy rainfall expected over the next couple of days. Van Wezel webcam showing a lot of clouds around this evening, a few showers passing by, making for a pretty nice sunset. And as far as the overall forecast goes, we will see similar conditions again tomorrow. Northeasterly winds continue to be rather brisk, anywhere from 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusts as high as 20 throughout the day on Thursday. And it brings some of that moisture from the Atlantic all the way over to the west coast. And just a little bit of heating will cause a few isolated showers to pop up here and there and push off into the Gulf of Mexico. Right now, no rain to speak of. Things have calmed down as expected, and we're looking at just a few clouds around 76 degrees, dew point at 67. That number has come up, and that means the humidity will be a little higher too tomorrow. Northeast winds at 5, and the pressure is rising slightly at 30.03 inches. The high today was above average at 88 degrees, our average high 86. And the low this morning was also above average, although with the drier air around, it felt quite comfortable this morning on the northeast breeze. No rainfall to report today, although we had a few showers around, especially near Englewood and places down south, and a few spotty showers into Manatee County as well. 73 in Orlando, currently at 71 in Jacksonville, 77. Still warm in Miami and Key West, both at 77 degrees, and low 70s inland in places like Avon Park, Sebring now at 72 degrees, and a little bit warmer near the coast, 76 in Sarasota. Englewood at 75, and Northport checks in at 74. So we'll start off in the low 70s, and then we'll see increasing clouds like we saw today in the afternoon and evening. And some of those clouds will produce a brief shower or two, but they'll be moving so fast that they won't stick around very long. Obviously, just around 10-15 minutes, and they should be over. So don't cancel your golf game, but you may have to take a little bit of a break there. This is not going to give Bermuda a break at all. Here's what's happening with this. Now the hurricane force winds have expanded to 65 miles out from the center of the storm. So even if it doesn't hit directly over Bermuda, it's certainly it's going to have an impact in terms of hurricane force winds. So it will be that close at least. And it looks like right now that it will move right into it, which is pretty odd considering how small Bermuda is and the vastness of the Atlantic Ocean. But nonetheless, it is going to be moving right there in that direction. That is the most defined eye I've seen, even better than Matthew was, and it went through rapid intensification. And there's still a chance it could strengthen a little bit more. Reconnaissance aircraft is flying into the system right now, and you can see this is where the deep red is. That's where all the hurricane force winds are right now, and even the tropical storm force winds extend over 170 miles out from the center. Pressure's dropped to 950 millibars. This is Bermuda under a hurricane warning, obviously. It looks like it may weaken a little bit before it makes landfall shortly before noon tomorrow. And there's even some watches out here for the Carolina coast for high surf as a result of that generated by Nicole as it makes its way off to the northeast. So we'll also keep an eye. There's still some suggestion that in about 10 days from now, there may be something popping up in the Caribbean once again. Northeast winds 10 to 15 knots tomorrow. Similar conditions on Friday, and the water temperature at 80 degrees. Low tide upcoming, 5:31, a high at 11 o'clock. And the forecast tonight, partly cloudy, a bit warmer, 70 for your low. And then tomorrow, look for similar to what we saw today, a few clouds in the afternoon, gathering some strength, and then we'll see a few showers possibly late in the day. The extended forecast is calling for warm weather. Yes, it's back, and so is the humidity right through the weekend.